Hey, this is Cameron, and I have to sneeze. It's not coming out though, and welcome to the practice log. Alright, well, let's go ahead and jump into it. We got a lot of stuff to do today, so let's jump into it today. Let's do it. Jumping into it, starting now. Oh, I ran out of coffee grinds, so I went down to my local CVS, and I bought some cold brew. We're drinking coffee. So right now it's a Saturday morning for me. I'm only slightly hungover. I'm not going to talk to you for too long because I kind of want to finish that Music is Win video. I still have that sneeze in my nose. It's kind of blocking my nasal passages. I must be allergic to not practicing. Let's remedy that right now. I'll see you in the piano bench. After seeing pictures of my guitar that's being built, oh, I'm so excited to get that thing. I want it so bad. Screw the Cordoba C12. Screw Cordoba, the company. I'm burning that sponsorship bridge. I don't even care. I've done enough advertising for you. You guys should be paying me. Not that ad space on my show is like that valuable, but you know, it's something. Okay, it's time to get to it. I will see you on the other side. Okay, I worked on a lot of stuff. I put a lot of work into the tremolo. That's coming along. The next time I play Recuerdos for you, I think you'll be mighty impressed. Yeah, it's interesting working on this music in the morning. I feel so much more, like, ready to take it on. I mean, I'm not drunk, too, which is kind of nice. Ooh, Drunk Bach coming up. We'll see how that goes. Alright, well, let me bring you closer. So how about this? I'm going to play Morel Sonatina, Movement 1. Getting a little hungry. I might get some lunch somewhere after this. How's that sound? You guys want to come with me? I'll do a vlog. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. The moment we've all been waiting for. Can he play it with no missed notes? That's not the point of this. Can I play it and do something cool? That's really my goal. Alright, and that was the Morel Sonatina Movement 1. You know, I took it slower, and I kind of played it safe for a lot of that, which I'm not proud of. I am glad that I took it slower, because I think that's a more, like, appropriate speed for how I can play it. For playing it safe, I was still in my head a bit on some things, and my hands would, like, freeze up, like how they do when you're in your head. So I kind of want to try that again, and see if I get a better take. Same speed, but maybe a bit more comfortable. Okay, I think that take might have been a little bit better. Alright, well, I've been practicing for quite a while in this morning session. I might do another session tonight. I might just take it easy this weekend and just do the Bach tomorrow. That's like a pretty good mix, you know. 2 hours of practice, you know, not too bad. I'll probably play more guitar throughout the day, too. Very likely. But yeah, we can pretty much wrap that up. What'd you think of that? Pretty good, right? I think it's time that we take a little break. Let's watch a little bit of Marty Schwartz and Music is Win, and let's see what they have to say about whatever they're talking about. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I'll see you there. Back to this one. I want you guys to know, I'm not watching this in mean spirits. Whoa, guys, if I get a budget, the Carlos Santana masterclass, ooh, I might need to react to that one. That's, let's just take a look.
When you play music,
you know, music. We're throwing around terms pretty loosely here. I'm just kidding. Dang, look at that guitar he's playing. That is a spang-dangling guitar. Look at that thing.
I'm giving you reference to an attitude.
I just want to hear you play, man.
What kind of pedal is that? Or what kind of strings? Or what kind of guitar? What kind of amplifier? No, it was soul, heart, mind, body, and your vitals.
Those are the 5 tenets of guitar playing. I teach that to my students, too.
And with that note, people go, whoa! If you don't stand like that, it ain't gonna sound like that.
Okay, I mean, fair enough. We'll take a look at more of that later. When I saw that ad for the first time, I was in love with it. I really like that video. Where do we leave off?
I think probably between the two of us, we've taught the entire internet. People have seen our fat heads in their phones or their computers for decades at this point.
It's true.
Well, I've definitely seen Marty Schwartz. I'll leave it there.
Do you think we are the deserving mouthpieces for educational guitar content?
This seems like a kind of arrogant stream of thoughts that he's just letting out. He's like, do you think that we are like the gods of the guitar education world? I feel like Marty's a little more humble than that.
Hey, don't put us in the same thing.
Oh! Marty's joking. There's some truth in that, though. So that's a rough one.
I'm latching on to you, buddy.
No, I'm having a look. You know,
No, you're not. Just kidding. Marty, you mean that. You mean that from the bottom of your heart. I know you do. But the thing is, Marty is a legend. So yeah, dude, different thing. Different category, man.
Yep.
What's your favorite
Yep.
thing? Because we've talked about, you know, a lot of hard things and a lot of difficult things, but what's like favorite thing in the past year or so that you've gotten out of YouTube
Yeah,
for yourself?
I know exactly what it is. So this is fun to answer
Minor pentatonic scales.
because I'm spending all this time in Nashville now. What's been the coolest for me is meeting younger people that are in their, like, let's say early 20s, or these students that are going to like Belmont.
The Belmont kids are the best.
The Belmont kids, these young bands. I'm trying to get out to different shows, whether it's going to see Guthrie Trapp or my friend Maggie Rose, or different bands, like younger musicians who I never would have met when I started this.
Yeah.
Nor was I thinking about 16 years down the road that there would be a generation of guitar players that started with my videos that are now in bands and doing things like in the music industry.
Yeah, like being a freaking loser in his apartment. No, what Marty is saying, it actually resonates with me a bit, because in a much smaller way, of course, I sort of have noticed the same thing. With community, I mean. amazing. Because, of course, like, before I started this, my guitar community was non-existent. There was no community. So it's pretty amazing to see, like, what has unfolded from this. Like, just between, like, the YouTube channel and also just, like, the Discord. It feels very close. And there are, like, all these familiar names and faces that I see all the time now that I just didn't know before. And, so it's kind of cool having that, like, spark from this thing that I'm doing. Anyways, let's get through this.
Never thought about that far ahead. I was just trying to like pay the bills.
Of course not. You're a guitarist. You don't think ahead at all. You barely think about the next chord you're about to play. You're a guitar loser, just like me.
And so now, in the last year, especially being in Nashville, just meeting tons of like college-age musicians that are in bands that are like really impressive and good. And
do they play with soul though? Marty can teach you soul. You know you have soul when you can't shred.
Happened to be part of their journey for them, and I never met them, and didn't know I was part of their journey. So now I'm getting to meet these people because they're old enough to be out gigging and out doing things.
Yeah.
And so that's the best reward ever.
This kid was going to be an engineer. That's what he dreamed of being when he was younger. And then your videos came along, and now he's broke in Nashville, scraping by.
Making little video clips for my private students. So clearly I had no idea, where this...
Dang, that's some dedication. Video clips for your private students? I'm just kidding. I've actually done that before. Not like regularly though. If I do that, I have a lot of time on my hands, which I don't right now. I mean, I do make some clips for my students. Like I answer my students' questions a lot of times and then I upload it. It's public though, and it's content. I have to release something anyways.
And that's what started your whole concept for putting stuff up, is like you were sharing these things with your students publicly, but nobody could find them unless they had the link, right?
Yeah, you and I would totally laugh about this now, but I remember I was teaching this kid, and this is a classic guitar teacher thing that anyone that's taught a lot of guitar lessons, like during the pre-YouTube era, there's those certain students, especially like high school kids, you're like, oh, I didn't practice this week, or oh, I forgot how the riff went, then I got busy and I went to a birthday party, and they start saying all these different excuses. And so this one kid, was like the third week in a row, and he was just kind of like giving me the excuses run around thing. I was like, all right, that's it. And I always have my laptop for the actual lessons to like look up a song or like whatever I was doing.
Yeah.
And so I was like, that's it. And I put the laptop, flipped it up, turned on the photo booth on the Mac.
Oh, yeah.
Hit record, and I was like, okay, I'm here with Colton, and this is the Hendrix riff we were working on. Here it is, really slow. Okay.
Yeah, dude. I love that one.
And then you're going to play the rhythm. Here are the two chord shapes. Just, similar to what I do now. But I did it just for him. And I hit stop. And I said, okay, I'm going to put it on this thing called YouTube. I'm going to put your name in the title. So all you have to do is get onto this YouTube thing, put your name in, and this video is going to pop up. And then I'm going to look and see how many views it got, so I know how many times you watched it.
That is hilarious.
Yes.
That's such a fascinating story. And I relate with that too, because that's like starting a YouTube channel without the intent of getting popular. And I say like getting like, oh, you're not popular yet, so like it's working. Where it is now is like beyond anything I could have ever imagined. But I started it as just like a video hobby, just because I've never like edited video before, and I wanted to monitor my practice in like a new way. Like I was just trying something new. I'm glad I know that story. That makes me like Marty Schwartz a lot.
Only to help your brick and mortar operation.
Right, but also my next thought was, because I had business cards at the music stores, and so I was like, oh, when someone calls on a referral, because I got a lot of referrals, I had a good rapport and reputation as a local guitar teacher in San Diego. I was like, ooh, when I get a phone call now, instead of me just giving my sales pitch on the phone, I can be like, oh, you can see my lesson style.
Get a little preview of what I'm all about.
And so I was like, oh, this is going to like...
This is like when Leo figured out the penny stocks and Wolf of Wall Street. It's like...
Is that the comparison we're going to use? All right.
Between Napster and MySpace, so pre-Facebook, just seeing like my brain was working about bands started using MySpace to promote themselves. Napster was connecting all these computers together, the peer-to-peer.
P2P
thing. All of that, like I knew right then, very early, I was like, oh, there is going to be a way where someone's going to teach millions of people guitar.
That's crazy you saw that.
No, I did. I absolutely did, but I was thinking that
it was going to be...
You did. I'm a freaking genius. Marty is a genius. This is actually really interesting. I want to finish this video.
God, no.
Somehow you manifested it by knowing that it would be...
At least I knew that someone was going to do it. And I wasn't the first one, but I just ran with it, kind of going, ooh, this is like, makes me different than other guitar teachers. I'm going to get so many private students doing this.
Which is a timeless,
Dude, that's like, I'm still in that phase right now. I'm still in I'm going to get so many private students doing this thing. Is it working out? Kind of. You guys know who you are, my private students. How you doing? I'm really enjoying this video. I don't think I talked as much as usual. cool, because I was just listening to Marty's words of wisdom. It's like Saturday, it's the noon time. I think I'm gonna get some lunch or something and just hang out and chill. Maybe have a lunch beer. Whoa, you know, I like that. I'll see you in the outro. Hey, well, you know, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. This shirt I'm wearing, it's nice and yellow. You can get one yourself. If you head on down over to Rootin's Delight, pick yourself up some honest shirts. Hey, you want some guitar lessons? Go on down to the description with my email and pick up some honest guitar lessons. Rates in the description. Just email me too and I'll tell you everything you need to know. And how about this? If you incorporate the word watermelon into your email asking about lessons, I will give you the first one for free. That's a deal only going on for this day that the video is out. If you do it tomorrow, it's not gonna work. Use the word watermelon. You can't just say it. It has to be included and relevant, and it has to make sense, and it has to flow. Free lesson. Have fun with that one. That's a $30 value. That's pretty generous. Comment questions, of course, feel free to leave those. And yeah, all right, I'm gonna end it here. I'll see you tonight.